drug trafficking, people smuggling, fake documents and identity fraud, stolen vehicles and trafficking in human beings. These are only some of the many challenges Europe faces at its borders. No country can face them alone. Frontex is Europe's border and coast guard agency, helping to manage migration flows and respond to cross-border crime at land borders, sea borders, and at airports. With a standing corps, Europe's first uniformed service, Frontex is where European countries need us most, working together with them for a safer, more secure Europe. We know, thanks to risk analysis and 24/7 monitoring of the situation at Europe's borders and beyond, we know what is going on at the borders, where it is happening, and how to react. We collect information in real time, also using surveillance airplanes and drones that stream video and other data directly to the agency's headquarters and relevant authorities, helping them seize smugglers, drugs, or locate boats in distress at sea. Frontex spots potential weak points at the borders and recommends how to strengthen them to avoid future crises. We analyze risks to understand what is happening and why, so we can make a prognosis about the future and support decision makers. We support. Frontex sends officers and equipment where they're needed most. We run operations in Greece, Italy, and Spain, as well as many other field activities at the EU's external borders and beyond. This includes our operation in Albania, the first one outside the European Union. Because for the safety of all its citizens, Europe must know who crosses its borders. Even in the era of the coronavirus, our officers have continued their duties. They help national authorities with border control, registration of migrants, collecting intelligence on criminal networks, fighting document and identity fraud, and other types of cross-border crime. We also help to rescue people stranded at sea. What happens outside the EU has a direct impact on our internal security. Frontex works with our neighbors in the Western Balkans, Eastern Neighborhood, and in Africa. Liaison officers around Europe and abroad help us stay up to date with the latest developments related to border management. Frontex also helps in the return of people who are staying in Europe illegally. The agency can finance return operations, monitor them, charter flights, and help countries obtain travel documents to make the return process faster and more efficient. We build. New challenges call for new solutions. Frontex is developing the European Border and Coast Guard Standing Corps, Europe's first uniform law enforcement body. The officers wear a European uniform, have their own equipment, and represent the whole European Union. They will provide permanent support to national authorities facing challenges at their external borders. Frontex will have the flexibility to provide border guards for all types of situations in very short time frames. Most of them will work at the EU borders, while some will work outside the European Union. To work together, our officers need to have the same skills as member states' border guards. The agency trains hundreds of both to ensure common standards throughout the European Union. In all activities, we promote European best practices and fundamental rights. Every year, millions of travelers cross our external borders. Our job is also to make their travel easier, while protecting the EU's internal security. We play a key role in ETIAS, a system that will grant authorization to travel to the EU from visa-free countries. To do all this, we need to be on top of the latest technologies in border control. We work with industry to develop new technologies that can be used by border guards around Europe. Our work rests on the solid foundation provided by the hundreds of staff members who support our frontline officers. Together, we help protect EU's borders and make Europe a safer home for all of us.